Back with another 2v2 matchup. We are now in round 2 or the semifinals of the bottom bracket. Last chance, either team loses, they are out for good. And then we can start getting this rolling with Justin and Water, Bantam map.
Night Haven.
Alright, Gage and Dirty and Dizzy, Bantam map.
Chalet.
Water and Hatchet, Bantam map.
Emerald.
Whoever's that in the background, turn it off. Dirty and Dizzy, Bantam map. Alright, and then you guys pick a map you guys want to play for game 1, Dirty and Dizzy.
Don't matter to me.
Alright. And then Hatchet and Water Bantam map.
Consulate.
Dirty and Dizzy. Hatchet and Water.
Bank.
Alright, and Dirty and Dizzy. Alright, and now Hatchet and Water, pick a map you guys want to play for game 2.
Border.
Alright, and now you guys ban a map as well, Hatchet and Water.
Oregon.
Alright, and Dirty and Dizzy ban a map. Consulate's already banned, buddy. There's Coastline, Cafe, Outback, and Skyscraper. Alright, Hatchet and Water, ban 'em up.
Cafe.
Alright, and then Dirty and Dizzy, would you rather play Outback or Coastline for game 3? You want to play Coastline?
Coastline.
Alright. Alright. Well, I hope you all have some good luck, and wishing the games close. Y'all go to your respected area of talking, and we can start getting this on the road.
All right.
So, what are we feeling for this game?
Ooh, that's the question. You mean you've got the 1 seed and 2 seed? I'm super excited for this game. I think it's going to be a great one. Might be our first game 3. These teams have been great all season. You know, they unfortunately got bounced, both of them in the first round. That's why they're both in the bottom bracket. Had strong performances against lesser teams. And now we're here, and they're fighting for a chance to go to the overall semifinals and play the Nightshades. So I'm likely gonna take Team Resurgence here. I love how Hatchet plays. I think he's the deciding factor. There's nothing wrong with the Phantoms. They've been great. Zero getting banned here. That's not surprising. Chewbacca picks Zero 50% of the time. Though they could have gone with an Ash ban, because Dizzy picks Ash 55% of the time, and I believe Ash just got a buff, actually.
The G36, but I'm pretty sure Dizzy on a daily basis runs R4 to where it's not as important for him.
That's fair.
We are seeing some pretty usual bans, I would say, for these teams to counter each other. Flores picked a lot by Hatchet, Zero picked a lot by Chewbacca, like you stated.
Flores is only picked 11% by Hatchet. I know he's very useful with him. Legion off the board, that would... I don't know who that's...
I think that's kind of both of them. I think they have Legion on a sort of regular basis.
Legion
Just keep in mind the tournament bracket's not updated.
That's fair.
That's just regular season.
Still a lot of data there.
Yeah.
And only an 8.33% pick for Legion as a team. in the regular season. Of course, playoffs, we've seen a lot of teams switch up strategies. They've been saving things for these games. But I don't know how much those bans are really going to affect them. The Mozzie ban I like a lot, especially considering this team like Resurgence likes to drone quite a bit. So that gives them easier access to their intel. Their droning will be freer, and you're not giving them that intel back.
Which it does leave Fender on the board, which I know Chewbacca does like playing Fender a decent bit of the time. But it's just on this map, he's gonna have too much more util to be playing, like Rook or Cade. We've seen him play them a lot.
Sorry about that, Kyle.
You're good. We're in a 2v2 right now.
Oh shit, you want me to leave?
I mean, you don't gotta leave.
10 seconds remaining.
Alright.
Just be so quiet.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Anywho, so Hatchet and Slayer getting defense first, of course, being the lower seed here.
Yeah. We are seeing Zofia play instead of the Ashe play, like we stated before. A little switch up here. They do have hard breaches with the Zofia too, so they kind of just went dual hard breach. I do like the castle play on this map. It brings a lot of util.
Yeah, I think Castle has gone up in pick rate for almost about every single team after we saw what the Nightshades did versus the Grizzly Bears.
Then we're gonna see
Chewbacca's
Zofia
already
drop already. He opens the wall into sight instead of opening the door in the hallway. I believe Castle has a good peek onto that though, to where if he enters, he will have to peek Gem.
They have a drone on that though. He's likely gonna swing. Prox alarm goes out. That's gonna be an issue there.
Dizzy is kind of playing back right now. He's trying to hold peaks for his teammate. They're kind of both just in a iffy spot right now.
Yeah, I don't know how much I...
If Ace swings
fully
the
love
castle right now... Oh wait, I forgot there's a castle on that door. Castle's kind of completely safe right now. Just gotta keep the hold onto the Zofia. And Ace is out of Ace charges too, because he got his last one Jaegered.
Hatchet's pushing. Doesn't get the kill. Gets a lot of damage though. All down to Water Slayer now. And
who
he's
has a
hunkered in
pretty
quite
good
well.
hold on the whole site. He gets one kill.
Goes 30.
He almost gets the wall bang.
Free fire.
getting
It's gonna
some free
expose
fires
his
there.
angle. That's a very difficult angle to shoot from if you're Dizzy. There's a lot of tiny little angles from the hold.
Dizzy gets the headshot.
I
Down
do
goes
not know.
Water.
Do not know why Water got off of that spot. Of course, he knew where he was, but that's such a hard angle as an attacker
Yeah.
to shoot through. He had the power position, I felt like.
I think he wanted to go for more of a surprise peek because he didn't know that he would peek that like off rip. He probably just thought he was gonna stay there,
So,
but he kind of just held it too long for it to be a surprise. Seeing Castle and Doc this time instead of the Castle and the Jaeger. I'm sure we will probably see a switch out of the attackers
need to locate
once
and
they
defuse
see they're
bombs.
going downstairs, but they might just like the Zofia and Ace. I will say, Zofia with hard breaches does bring out a Yada util now.
Yeah,
She has
I
a
agreed.
concuss, the open regular walls and doors, and then now she can open the hard breach.
Yeah.
Which I feel like for Zofia, that's huge.
Attackers
Like
have
her
located the
pick
bomb.
rate should be really high, if you think about it.
It's really hard to reinforce everything you need to with only 2 players. It's going to be the interesting thing. Of course, the All-Star game coming up towards the end of the season. Hasn't been much talk about that so far. I believe the votes have been tallied.
Yeah, we
those
will
probably
see.
be released at a later date and time, but we'll see a little bit more reinforcing, a lot more you can do to defend site there and attack it. So that'll be interesting. Of course, in a 2v2, you just so many walls that are going to be left soft because you can't do anything with it. So you need to take advantage of it and maybe hold sight from outside of it. Holding inside of sight leaves it open to so much soft destruction. And speaking of soft destruction, that's what we have. Ash and Sophia coming out here.
They're gonna be able to get pretty much every castle with this. Actually,
Yeah.
they are gonna be able to get every castle. Sophia, who went hard breaches, is not getting hatches right now. Not really wanting to open that pressure point, I guess. They are droning out both people on site.
Maybe where that Mozzie play would have gone in his favor. Disney's opening up facing the hallway.
They do have a
Looking
ping
for
onto
castle.
water. He runs through unshot.
Dirty's pushing through Blue Hall, and there's no one really paying attention to that right now.
I think
Oh,
water
water
hurt
might.
him.
Still focused the other way for now, though. Just unable to get the angle on water. Let's see if water decides to do anything, because you definitely heard those footsteps there.
He got the ping out, indicating
If
to
they
his
flush
teammate
water
where he
here,
is.
it's a pretty much guaranteed kill.
They whiff on the kill, get a tag, but not much more.
Just missing Hatchet as well. They're barely missing these kills right now.
Reloading.
They're gonna create the peek into blue.
I feel like Hatchet's leaning the wrong way here.
They
Doesn't
both get a
look like
lot of tags off. Doc will be able to heal himself here, though. We're kind of just watching a peek game right now. Everyone's just holding an angle, trying to get the other team to overcommit to it.
I just put himself in this corner over here where he's kind of like taking clear the rest of the room.
All the castle swings gets the down. Dizzy is left alone down hallway, kind of just pinched.
15 seconds remaining.
I bet Dirty's really wishing he had that withstand right now.
10 seconds to go.
But Dizzy gets the down on the water. He almost
Just
gets
misses.
the
Oh my
kill
goodness.
on the Hatchet, but water is now rezzed. It's a 2v1 again, and the Hatchet gets the kill.
You know, I felt like the Phantoms had that round about 3 different times there and just couldn't finish the job.
There was definitely an easy kill on the water once he saw him rotating to the door. If he just stood still instead of trying to back up how he did. And then the kill on the Hatchet should have got twice. I think it should have got by the Zofia earlier into the round on blue, and then I think it should have got by the Ash pushing into sight there. There's a lot of whiffed kills there.
Yeah, it's one of those rounds where you argue, hey, we played better, but we just shot worse.
Yeah.
You know?
They created a decent amount of pressure on both sides, kind of just pinched them, didn't know what to do in that situation. They were trying to hold the peaks as best they could,
By attackers.
and
They
they
played
ended
it
up
well.
winning it.
And, you know, Resurgence, they did everything they needed to do. They put them in awkward spots from time to time. They made the they won their gunfights when they needed to.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you can't ask more from a team other than to win the round.
Bomb
But
located by attackers.
you know, that was close. It was a very narrow victory, messy, if you will.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
So Callie and Ash.
I don't know
You
what
see,
the goal
always-
was here.
Always love when someone pulls Callie out the back pocket because
I do know that
It's always interesting to see what
Chewbacca
they're gonna do with
loves
it.
the guns,
yes, they do.
but I don't know if that was a play for this. SMG-9 is kind of good in short-range situations like
He's
this
gotten
map
plenty
has a
of kills
lot
with it
of.
before.
Yeah. But they're not really able to create many pressure points this time.
And
Water
Water's just looking the wrong
left.
way. He heard
was
it open and he just never thought to do anything about it.
I think he was too busy on his camera, to be honest. I don't know if he had enough time to react after getting on his camera.
Hatchet's gonna need to clutch this one up massively. If he wants any chance.
They're gonna be opening the window now.
Yep. Not surprised he's gonna add an extra pressure point that they really don't need. Almost gets the C4 kill there. Great anticipation, but just not quite on time.
Kind of just put in a bad spot here.
A really bad spot. I mean, they've got full site control here. He's pretty much stuck there. I mean, honestly, you think maybe the best play would be to rotate down to garage? Maybe.
I think he might be able to commit here because they're playing kind of spaced. To where if he can isolate 2 peaks.
Yeah, he could isolate Ash right now, and then.
The only problem is he has feet holes on that wall. Which he isolates the Cali, doesn't get the kill.
He's completely ignoring the Ash. Dizzy's gonna get the kill. Yeah, absolutely outflanked him there. Hatchet in a really bad spot. Tried to make the best of it, just couldn't quite do it.
Unfortunate. Definitely a bad spot that he was put into there. I don't know why Water was on his camera right, like, in front of that door. I feel like that was kind of risky.
Yeah, bad spot to go on cams. I just don't quite understand what the goal was there. Hatchet was kind of hard focused on Callie, just completely ignored Dizzy, who he saw and got shot at.
Yeah.
You know, completely ignored the potential for a flank to his right side, the rotate, and just hard focused Callie. Callie never repeaked, and you know that was Dizzy's day right there.
I kind of think he was hoping that the Ash would just hold, but the Ash kind of just wanted to get that kill. Yeah. It was a smart
They played it well,
push
yeah.
by Ash.
Initiate jammer.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
They're going to be doing their strat again. Just this time, instead of a Jaeger, they're bringing a Mute.
Yeah, this might be one of the only times where I feel like whoever loses this one, like it's not over for him yet.
Yeah. This one definitely has more potential to go to game 3.
Yeah, this isn't like an any given day type game, you know, or any given game type game. It doesn't even matter the day, just the map and momentum. And it's
Looking at
really
the
important.
stats here, Water's getting his kills right now. He's even, which we haven't really seen much from him at all. Which it is early to be like saying this, but it is kind of nice to see him getting his kills. Definitely probably has Hatchet a little more relieved in some categories.
Yeah, Phantoms are playing better right now as a team, and right now that's the decider.
Which both the Water kills, Hatchet has assists for. They're gonna be yinging it. They're gonna be throwing the ying in now. Are they going to be jumping in though? Doesn't look like it. Probably gonna play a little back. Could
Curious to see what Dirty's gonna do here.
I feel like the play for Dizzy here is to ying it and then just push. I don't know why he's playing so back here. He has the castle isolated, and he's ying.
Oh,
Hatchet
wow.
gets the C4 kill onto Dirty in logic. Now they both know and are just gonna be able to isolate the Ying, who's outside.
Yeah, this is a really bad spot for Dizzy now. You can hear someone get up on the bed trying to isolate that kill first. Already knows where Water Slayer is, of course. Hatchet does not need to peek this at all, not even close. Just wait for him to vault in, and it's gonna be over. There's no reason to peek this whatsoever.
The only play I see him having is his one Candela gets thrown in there and blinds them both.
Which is possible.
I feel like he has to rotate here.
He has to, yeah. I would not try and vault this.
He's gonna try and ying out the Mute instead of the castle.
Yeah, try and get Hatchet out.
Oh no, he's going for the castle. That was his last ying and he didn't even execute on it. And Water gets the headshot through the smoke,
a little bit of
tying
spray
it back up.
That was a well-played round. We're seeing
We are
Resurgence
seeing
maybe
a
capture
lot
a
of
little bit of
back
that
and
momentum
forth
back.
here.
Yeah.
Which we kind of expected going into this game. These are both the 1 and the 2 seeds.
Yeah.
It's just kind of expected. One team didn't lose at all in the regular season, and the other team only lost to them.
Yeah, Team Resurgence lost last time out to the Phantoms, I believe, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their
That
only
was a close
loss in
game
the
as
regular
well.
season.
It was on this map as well. It was on Clubhouse, I believe. And Water had a great angle. It was a 2 versus 1
Yeah.
with the ability to end it, and they somehow lost. They managed to lose with 2 power positions. Kind of similar to what we saw with that window. They both had great angles, and then one got too aggressive, the other one wasn't aggressive enough, and boom, it was over for them. So they played that much better. I think they're worked together a little bit better as a team.
I feel like their team confidence is probably at a pretty high right now.
Agreed.
They're trusting in each other now.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds left. Bomb located by attackers.
Place device.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Device activated.
I wonder if in a 3v3 situation you'd bring someone who was Oryx to set up site effectively.
Yeah.
And then just roam.
That would
I
be
feel
pretty
like that'd
nice.
be a
Or
good-
just bring like 2 or 3 people with impacts just so you can
'Cause
get
we're-
stuff open a lot faster.
We're seeing these guys not fully done setting up site with, the rounds already starting. And, we saw that with Water Slayer. He was on cams in a bad spot because he felt rushed to get on cams and got himself killed because of it.
Which I don't know why
Daisy's
he was
already
sitting there
downstairs.
though, because he could easily be sitting where Doc is right now. I feel like
Yeah,
that was
which is
just
much
a
safer
bad
spot.
play on his part.
It's a bit of a high hard breach charge going out from Dirty. Might just be a distraction though, looks like it is. And the comfort of having no trap ops right now is really helping them right now.
They don't
'Cause they're
know
able to
about
run
the
around.
Ash on stairs, but there is going to be barbed wire hit by the time she reaches the top of those. Whoa, she just gave away her
Impact yourself,
position
John.
to
Yeah.
get rid of the barbed wire, so she's probably going to stall time a little bit more, make it to where it's less known that she's there.
They're droning like crazy right now. These two might be the 2 highest frequency droners to see.
Yeah. They are causing a lot of trouble with that drone.
Dirty Chewbacca's peeking into sight right now. Has not acknowledged that Doc is still where he is. Kind of glanced right over him. I'm sure he still knows, but
Doc's just kind of in a bad spot because he knows the Ash was on that staircase, who's not
Yeah.
on it right now, but he feels pressured from that area, and there's not really much he can peek that he feels safe with.
yeah. Granted, if Water Slayer's holding the right spot, he should be relatively safe. But he's not.
Drop the bomb
Oh,
diffuser.
Water gets a pick. That's a good trade right there. 1-on-1, Dizzy on Water.
We should see this lean towards Dizzy considering the regular season, but this is any man's game.
Yep.
We are going to see Water hold like he should be doing, but Ash is not really playing aggressive.
Kind of baits out the free fire there. 13 seconds, no diffuser. Has to go and get it or get the kill.
10 seconds remaining.
He
Wow.
overswings without ADSing in time and then just gets headshotted.
That was... I'm surprised that was a headshot. Overcalculated it a little bit there, but, all you need is 1 bullet. Aim at the head, you'll likely win the gunfight, and, that's what happens.
I think as a whole there, though, as Water, you gotta make sure you're ADS before you peek that. You can't be peeking it
Yeah.
while you're ADSing still.
Dizzy doing, a great job there, though, because he fake ran to go get diffuser. That's what caused Water to swing as aggressively
Yeah.
as he did. He thought it was going to be safe. Of course, Dizzy then turned back around and aimed right at back at Bomb. Knew he was going to peek there and got the kill. I think how aggressive Water swung made it so that Dizzy almost whiffed, but
Yeah.
Dizzy was able to control his aim just enough to get the kill.
Which we are seeing a
Bomb located
bar
by
hold
attackers.
here, which is good with the castle, but with how they've been playing Ashe and Zofia, I feel like it's just not going to work out that well. For
Yeah, they've
the
been able
strat
to
they're trying
deny
achieve.
Castle's usefulness. Or they're working on reinforcing site. You know,
10
I've
seconds
seen
to go.
Fuse devastate this site from time to time.
Yeah,
5 seconds to go.
but you're going to be going
Or
more
like a
of a
buck.
thermite and wall approach.
Yeah, they want to get walls,
Attackers'
not floors
objective
here,
is
is
to defuse
what
the
they're
bomb.
saying, but... Top down is definitely what I'd do if I saw this. Sturdy, I think, has got a pretty good drone going out right now. I don't think it's been shot yet. No, it has not. They're hiding these drones really well. I'm surprised we're not seeing Hatchet roll with Mute more often.
Yeah. I will say, them knowing where they're going to be peeking under the barricades, though, might be a bad spot for them to be peeking, because they're just going to get pre-fired, I'd say.
Yeah. It looks like they're pushing from two different sides of the map.
We don't see this work out that often, but we
Dirty's
do
already
see
in.
this team do it a lot, and I feel like it does work out for them. They're one of few teams
Hard
that it
breach is
actually
ready to
works
go out.
for.
Here it goes. Wall's going to be opened. Howling Hatchet is in the basement. He's outside of the
Be
objective
on
in the
the
basement.
flank on the
Water's
thermite.
by himself.
He's gonna see that Doc's not on site, I think.
Now, this could be a nice flank. If he can
No.
pull it off, this is something where maybe like an Oryx or a Cav would come in handy, but he's a 3 armor.
I think he's gonna be able to get it, though.
Water just needs to stall for a little bit longer. What's Dizzy up to? Dizzy looking good.
He
Ace
gets
might
the
be able
kill
to-
and a
Wow.
fuser! The flank worked!
Dizzy might have an angle here on Water. Water might have the same though, and Water does. That's a
Good
round from
round
them.
by Resurgence. That flank, unexpected, which I feel like when you realize that Doc isn't in sight, I feel like you should be more scared about your surroundings and not feel safe.
Especially when you know Doc is Hatchet.
Yeah. I feel like there is a point of isolating that guy in sight, though. Like, realistically, it's either A, you should be pushing that site as soon as you realize there's only one person on it, or you should be watching your flank to try and make sure that the person on the flank doesn't get a jump on you.
I feel like last round, if they'd have just broken open the barricade as Ashe and just applied that pressure, then Water Slayer wouldn't have been able to be as effective in stopping Thermite from pushing through, but
Yeah.
I tried to, you know, get the sneaky kill, and there wasn't enough time for it. Of course, you can't assume your teammate's going to die, but especially not when you know the flank is coming.
They're going to be
don't
pinging
know.
for the hatch pre-drop C4. Which could work out very well for them, but it could also just not even be used.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds
They've
remaining.
dropped hatch every single time so far. I expect them to do the same now, but
Attackers
It's
must locate
switched.
and defuse a bomb.
oh yeah, that's right.
It's where they do like dropping hatch a lot, I would say. At least I'm pretty sure every time they play this map, they have one person drop hatch around. But that could be a false stat.
I don't know. I feel like even as a player in general, you always want to open that hatch.
Yeah.
Open hatch.
They have the
No one's
Hibana
dropping
for the
quite yet.
wall. They're going to be rotating over for that.
Hibana
Gap
provides
is gonna be on
a lot
window.
of utility.
That pre-play C4 might come in play here with the Jackal trying to push Logic.
Heard it.
Frost is playing that wall, so she will hear if someone drops and will get that call out to the belt.
Here comes the drop. This could be a fatal mistake here. He decides not to.
Which
Oh my
is
goodness.
smart, unknowingly.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
That could have been disaster. Which we still have the chance of Hatchet dropping Hatch, which could be bad. Seemingly like Hatch is gonna go for wall.
No one drops Hatch. They narrowly avoid that type of mistake. Hatchet looks like he's gonna go.
He
in for a
barely misses the headshot on the Hatchet through the wall. They are gonna get the plant
plant.
down.
They're gonna get the diffuser down.
Attackers activating diffuser.
And they're at the wrong spot for this. Dirty's gonna go for a flank here, it looks like. Oh, gonna open up wall. Oh, no, he decides not to. I don't know if that's the right play there. He's gonna push around through hallway, pre-fires, so Hatchet's gonna know where he's coming from, surely.
He's gonna get the stun out, but does he know that the one's hallway?
Dirty's made so
Jackal's
much
gonna
noise here.
have to peek this hallway. He does, but Chewbacca gets the kill. Hatchet
And
falls
there's enough
as
time to
well.
defuse her. Wow.
What a round by the Phantoms on that retake.
Defenders disabled the diffuser.
Dirty made so much noise, but there was just so much commotion going on that I just don't think anyone had the opportunity to hear it. No one was expecting it.
Hatchet did know that he was in the hallway before Water died, but I think Water swung and didn't pre-fire and just got headshot because he didn't know where he was.
Yeah, Water seems mostly like he's reactionary. He's not anticipating what's happening. He's reacting to what's happening, and that seems to be getting him killed in some gunfights where you feel like he should be winning.
Yeah.
You know, he's not anticipating someone's being there. He just peeks it, and then when there's someone there, he reacts to it. You know, you saw where Dirty was ready for the gunfight before he swung. He was ready to shoot there, and the second he saw something that didn't look normal, he shot.
Yeah. We're seeing the Cade play out of Dizzy this time, which normally we see out of Chewbacca.
Trying to deny wall. That's kind of what got him screwed last time with Hatchet,
Attackers have located
giving
a
it
bomb.
free entry. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an attempted garage push. I know it's kind of a difficult way to push, but I don't think they're geared for that. I think they're more anticipating a,
10 seconds
you
left
know, a
before
construction push
Bien.
towards
Going
A site
5 seconds
rather
to go.
than a garage push towards B.
They're gonna keep the cast for
Attackers
Jackal
are
and
moving to defuse the
Hibana.
bomb. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Securing the wall!
Hatch play coming out once again, it looks like.
Deploying welcome mat.
This time they don't have a pre-play C4 there.
I'm reloading!
They will probably
Surely
get the
they
drone
find this
onto
Frost here.
Frost.
Yep.
Jackal will
Waters
probably be
drops,
holding
pre-fires go
construction
out,
on
no
him.
good.
Activating drone.
They're droning him out again. Probably gonna get a swing here. That frost mat might go unexpected and not accounted for.
Dizzy's on the angle as well.
They did get the frost mat out. They're gonna try and get the Hibana to open up the wall. Not really safe for them, so they're gonna rotate through bedroom.
All set to blow it up! Clearing the way.
Hibana gonna be swinging the door onto the frost. Will he know where the frost is, though? Frost is holding a tight peek.
Yeah, that's a really good. Oh no, exposes himself a little bit more. They're not needed. Looking the wrong way now.
If
Where's
Hatcher
Hatchet
throws
gonna
a
decide to do
stun
here?
and then pushes, he might be able to get that kill.
Swings
They
wide.
both get tagged. He's
Ooh, a lot
gonna
of
throw the
picks there.
stun. He's gonna get the kill onto Dirty. And then Cade,
Good
who's
play.
pinged,
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
gonna get
Wow.
swung, and Cade goes down.
It's like every other round this team executes so well, and then the other time you're like, man, they probably should have won that. I don't know how to feel about this team right now.
Each team is going hit or miss with their executions. Like, they're executing what
Like
their game plan,
plan
but they're
is
not
good.
finishing it.
Yeah, their plan is good. Both teams' plans are good. It's just every other round, one just executes great, and the other one executes poorly.
That was a good play by Hatchet getting the stun in there, and the only reason he knew that Chewbacca was there was because he saw the knee.
I mean, how many of these rounds that have been won have been,
Your bombs from being
you know,
used by
2-0? You
I
know,
don't think
both
many.
people end alive. You know, I feel like we've seen, I think, 2 or 3 of these rounds come down to 1v1s.
I think the team that's been getting the most 2-0s is the Phantoms. Or not, sorry, not the Phantoms, Team Resurgence.
It's like Resurgence, they either dominate or like they're in it, and then something happens that doesn't go
Yeah.
their way and they lose it. When you feel like they shouldn't have. And, you know, it's one thing because it's like they steal all the momentum by just dominating, and then they kind of throw it all away with a gut punch loss.
Yeah.
Attackers are moving out to
No
I feel like-
footholes in the hallway.
I feel like their morale swing is just going all
Yeah.
over the place.
It's over. We're so back. It's over. We're so back.
That's what it seems like. I don't think they got
They're all
a
out of
single
nose right now.
hatch, so Hibana's not going to be that useful. They're just going to be using Jackal's secondary shotgun.
I feel like Hibana might be the best hard breacher for a 2v2.
Yeah, she has the most
You can
util.
open so much all at once. There's no way to know where exactly they are.
Doc will
when they
be
open something.
peeking the hatch partially.
Hatchet's been droning Water Slayer a lot, I will say. It's been interesting to see. You think it'd go the other way around, Hatchet being considered usually more of a better top fragger. But
I think his mindset is if he leaves himself alone, he feels more confident in that, whereas if he leaves Water alone, he doesn't feel as confident into that.
that's completely fair. If Water gets a kill and it's a 2-on-1, that, yeah, you know, you feel
Yeah.
confident about that.
He
least
saw
a
the
little bit.
feet holes. I think he might
Is
be
Water
gonna
just gonna ego
drop.
trail this?
He will
Try and
scan
sniff
the
some feet here.
dock.
It's a really good proc sensor spot there.
He shoos the dock away. Who's trying
Teams
to just
play
get
really slow compared to
over-aggressive.
others.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Kind of a stalemate right now.
Both of these teams have had multiple just slow pushes and they've been working out. It's
You know,
every other
slow
round.
push, gather information, execute within the last
Hatchet
10-15
takes
seconds.
sight. Gonna try and get the plant down probably.
This is going to be huge. Okay, we've seen him get plant down once before and it didn't go all too well. Take 2.
They're gonna be
redemption.
spotting the dock. They get the kill through the smoke with the Jackal ping.
Water's been playing great so far. I love to see it, you know?
I'm guessing they hear that vault in the blue. The pre-fire almost gets a tag.
No reason to peek this. You just need to apply pressure so that he feels like he can't push anywhere at all. Hatchet's got to be like, hey, don't peek anything if you don't need to. Chewbacca going for the swing. He's going to get...
He gets
No,
a
he doesn't get
tag
go.
and
He
a
gets
down onto Hibana.
Pushing
Doesn't
Water Slayer. He
know.
doesn't know where Water Slayer is.
It's too late. I don't think he has
It's
time.
over, yeah. Can only
He
get the
tries
kill, but
to
he
get
won't.
the kill, but
Water
dies
Slayer with a 2K.
instead.
And wow, 7-4, 5-4 from Hatchet, 7-4 from Water Slayer, and this team. I mean, we're seeing Water peak right now.
Before this
in
game
terms of the
started,
series.
he said he was locked, and he's holding true to that.
Yeah. It's the first team to win 2 rounds in a row. You know, if that isn't momentum fully stolen, I don't know what is.
Genuinely, I don't think there is a defense like heavy in this game, because if you look at it, they keep taking round for round. This time, actually, Attack took 2 rounds in a row, whereas supposedly this whole tournament it's been defense heavy. It's not supposedly, it has been. These two teams are just got so many counters to each other.
As good as these two, they can outthink each other, and it just comes down to brains, because when you can use these drones effectively, as Howling Hatchet said, his secret to his success, he drones. That's what makes good teams great. Droning. That's why the attacking isn't so difficult, because as we saw from Dizzy and Chewbacca, as we saw from Hatchet and Water Slayer, they drone a lot. They gather a lot of information, and some of that's information that the defense doesn't even know they have.
Yeah.
Which, in a sense, gives attackers the advantage.
I will say in a 2v2, that's the thing about Attack that just gives them the edge, because they can use drones constantly as long as they don't get shot. Whereas on defense, you gotta just rely on those default cameras if you're not going Valk or Echo or Maestro.
Which I think is why Valkyrie is such a valuable pick. Even I think Echo might be more important, because you can move those around based off of, you know, context.
They do have the wall muted. Might be seeing a garage push the time that no one's holding it.
A bomb has been located.
They're gonna create some pressure on that window too, but it looks like Hatchet's
like the
already
pressure.
taken.
Oh
As he's trying
my.
to shoot camera, he gets swung by Dizzy. The C4 goes out, misses.
And Water's in a really bad spot now.
If he pushes that window, he gets shotgun blasted. There's not much of a win for him here if he tries and pushes
Yeah, no,
that.
he needs to... There's not a lot of ways you can enter this and not get shotgun blasted if he knows you're there.
He's talking
You
it
know,
over
you
with
can-
his teammate probably.
Go around to construction, you get shotgun blasted. You go through that window, you get shotgun blasted. You go upstairs, you're good, you know, there's no way to push that unless you maybe push garage.
He's just kind of feeling pressure from all angles right now.
He's not looking in the right spot right now. If Dirty peeks, this is...
He saw
not
his
good.
elbow, but I don't think he actually saw it.
Saw it, didn't recognize.
As soon as he goes to peek away is when the mute swings.
Letting 2 different gunfights. If Water finds a way to win this, oh my goodness, that would be crazy.
There might be a run out by Vigil here.
Well, issue is Water's in the building now.
Does he know that
Man,
Dirty's
this is a
just
good angle
laying
from
down to his
Dizzy.
right?
There's no way.
He does now! He swings
Oh my-
and gets the kill! The shotgun just not hitting him!
There's no way he wins this. There's no way
He's
he
gonna
wins
get
this.
the other track down too, and the
Oh
free
my
fire!
goodness, Water!
Water with the clutch! That's gotta be a
Oh
moral
my
boost for that
God.
team.
Oh my god!
We see Hatchet, who's a normal carry, going even, and Water, who's just absolutely going off.
I cannot believe that, man. Water putting the backpack firmly on his shoulders.
He's showing that he deserves some more respect.
Water's Renaissance game. My goodness.
They are gonna go with the Vigil and the Frost
I'm
again.
shook.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
My
many
jaw's
bombs
on the
as they
floor.
can.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can. I don't know how you could top that.
The way that started with them just peeking him in the windows, how did they let him inside? That should have been a pre-fire
I
as
don't
soon
know.
as you heard the vault.
I have no idea how he got inside. I have no idea how he won the gunfight close quarters with a shotgun.
Yeah.
I have no idea how he then proceeded to beat visual. I have no idea how he got into sight with at all. It was just everything that could have gone wrong in such a small way
Yeah.
just went wrong.
Like, let's talk that
I cannot
over.
believe
He
that.
jumped in window, should have died to the mute when he jumped in window, ran into the door of sight, should have died to the shotgun, or Vigil should have been cross-peeking and getting a kill too.
Attackers must
And
locate
then,
defuse
I'm pretty sure he
bombs.
was cross-peeking, he just whiffed most of his shots.
Deploying welcome
And then, the fact that Vigil stayed in that close of quarters when it's just not really that good of a play in that situation is mind-boggling. What a play.
I'm sorry for ever doubting you, Water. I won't ever do that again. Oh my. Now, match point now. 6-4, and you might just have to take the loss on this one if you're the Phantoms, and get ready for next map.
They took 3 attacks in a row.
Yeah.
That means
that's-
that they had to take 2 defenses here, straight. Which doesn't seem that hard.
Yeah, that's not.
But against
awful.
this team,
it hasn't been done yet.
yeah.
Not this game.
They've only took 1 defense and it was the first one, which they figured out
matter of
after,
fact-
and they started playing better.
No one's taken 2 defensive rounds in a row.
Yeah. Let alone 2 rounds in a
So-
row until they took 3.
Yeah. They finally kept the momentum they stole, and this is what happens. I'm curious to see what Water Slayer's exactly doing.
I think he's trying to bait the Frost out, but he doesn't know that he's all the way over there until now. So he knows where the Frost is. He's trying to get a wall bang, but that wall is just not allowing it. We might see Hatchet push wall here. Seems like he's going to be droning out for Jackal again. He's going to be maybe trying to get a wall bang here. No, he just
Put a lot of
opens it.
Pressure.
Now Frost is kind of just stuck in a shitty situation.
Yes, well, we've seen someone get stuck in a bad spot here before. I can't recall quite what happened, but...
He's going to be swinging the Vigil!
And
They get the trade, but it's
oh
not
my goodness,
good
wow.
because his teammate already died. What a
I was
trade.
so confused there.
He swung.
You
That's
don't see that very
unfortunate
often.
for Hatchet.
Oh, man. Hatchet needs to step it up here, man. He's not been as good as you usually
He
see out
got
of
the
him.
kill there,
66.
it's just he also got headshotted at the same time.
I didn't even get to see it. That's the unfortunate part.
I
Ooh,
saw
Cad's coming
Hatchet's
out. That's gonna be interesting.
POV. I kind of want to see what Vigils look like there.
You know, the world may never know.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
1 round away from clutching things up. This is a do or die moment if you're either team. Because if I'm Resurgence, I don't want to go into overtime.
Yeah, especially with the
Yeah,
lead
this
you
is-
already established for yourself.
Yeah. Well, going into overtime, you lose your momentum.
They are going to be
you could
have
argue would gain it.
Cav roaming upstairs, which if they know that the other one's not in sight, they might just be seeing a hard sight push.
Yeah, which would roll to their advantage for sure. Especially with it being basement. They could go like straight through, go like tunnel push maybe.
Yeah, you could go
Or
straight
drop
through tunnel.
straight down a hatch and just hard push it. I'd maybe do blue hall push,
Yeah.
open
Attackers are
up
heading
into
out
A
to defuse
site.
a bomb.
Kind of like what they did last time they played this objective.
Cav's gonna be on cams, just chilling in the bathroom upstairs. Might be doing this. Nope. Gonna keep running down the kitchen. The Jackal will probably reveal her at some point, though.
Time to make a new door. All set to blow it up.
Cav
Coming out here, and Cav's gonna
gets
get a
the run
free
out
kill.
onto Jackal.
Oh my, okay. Dizzy had a little bit of nerves there. That was definitely interesting, and it looks like this might be overtime unless Hatchet has something to say about it. You can't count him out, of course, but he hasn't been his usual self quite yet today.
I see this going either way. If you want someone on Resurgence to like feel confident in clutching around, that would normally on a normal day be Hatchet. So I still feel like there's
Agreed.
no change for that. I feel like he definitely still has the potential to do it.
Hatchet needs to win his first gunfight. He can't take a lot of damage, and he needs to settle down after he wins that first gunfight. He cannot just storm downstairs with 30 seconds left and get 2 gunfights at once.
He's gonna have a drone placed in this site.
You know, we've seen Dizzy go Cav when he needs to. We saw it versus the Milk Duds. Of course, that game was 6-1 when he went Cav, but he did it to close it out, and he killed both of them. So he's not a slouch when it comes to this.
Cav's gonna
Gunfight
be
comes out here,
getting a
pokes a shot.
tag. He gets the
Okay,
kill
there's one.
onto the Cav. The
He's
ping
got
comes out to
diffuser as
where
well.
the other one is.
He's got diffuser. He can go and plant.
Chewbacca kind of just not pushing
Jack is
heavily.
activating diffuser.
But will
that's
Hatchet
gonna
know
try
that he
wall in here?
rotated
No.
already?
Doesn't look like it. Oh no! Maybe
He tried
What a
to
kill!
fall back, but the flick to his head. He wasn't even suspecting Chewbacca of being there, and he got the headshot.
That's what we're talking about. Anticipate the gunfight. That's what wins you. And Hatchet comes up clutch when he needs to. Finishes off above his teammate actually, 8 and 6, compared to Water Slayer's 9 and 6.
Who are we ruling the MVP?
I have
Both
no
of them
idea.
clutched rounds. One's 9 and 6, the other one's 8 and 6. I think we give it to Water here, just
Yeah,
for
I
his
think we do. We might
outstanding-
see Hatchet game too. I want to talk to Water.
to have Water get his first MVP game. Like, both did good. Hatchet clutched it around when he needed to. Water clutched it around when he needed to. Both played well. And their stats were pretty even.
Yeah.
Once in a lifetime opportunity right here, boys.
How you feeling after that first game? Are you feeling confident going into game 2?
I don't know about confident, but I'm feeling great at least. It was really something. I ain't played like that since I was born.
And then, how hype were you after that clutch that you had?
Dude, I was like, they got a taste of their own medicine because I keep peeking. I get too addicted and I keep peeking, and then they did it, and then it felt good.
That's fair. That's fair.
They didn't have to.
Tenpin, I'm gonna have you take it over for now.
Alrighty. So, Water, I've got to ask, what was going through your head that final, like, minute 50 of that 1v2 you had?
I was definitely crying a little bit. I didn't know what to do. The mute really stumped me. But somehow I was still able to scan both of them. I don't know how I managed that, but I definitely couldn't have done that with any other op. So Jackal carried me a little more than I carried myself.
Alright, going into this next game, are you thinking they're gonna ban Jackal instead of the Flores?
If they don't, they'll probably regret it. I mean, not to sound cocky, but it just seems stupid at this point not to ban the Jackal.
And then are you going into this game with any different bans, or are you still going with the same strong bans that you had at the beginning?
We originally planned to switch it to Fenrir if they played him, but they didn't, so we'll probably stick with the Mozzie. But other than that, Attacker will probably stay.
Alright. Tenpin, any more questions?
Yeah, so, of course, you guys picked this next map. You guys are sticking with your bans. You're going to have to attack first this time. I know you guys won 3 straight on attack, but do you have any concerns about attacking first on this map?
This map, there is a lot to peek, so maybe, but we drone a lot, so I think we'll keep our eyes open.
All right.
Alright,
And
even...
then,
sorry.
could you just speak on to the team's overall improvement, your overall improvement as the season's gone on? Is there any thoughts you have on that?
I play better on PS4 than PS5.
Well,
That's
fair
my
enough.
overall improvement. I downgraded and I upgraded.
Alrighty, that's all from me.
And then going into this game, are you sure the attack side's confident? Because there is a lot of peaks, like you said, and Dizzy is one to spawn peak. Is that going to be a
Yeah.
concern?
Well, especially after that last round with the Cav, I'm going to be a lot more cautious about being exposed outside. So I think with the adrenaline already coming through from the last game, we'll be able to keep a good enough eye where the defense advantage won't be too much of an advantage for them.
And then one more question. On that round that you died on cams, did you have a reaction to the Cali opening that castle, or did you not hear it?
Didn't even know they had a Cali till I was dead.
Oh. Alright, fair point. Fair point. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope we see you improving and doing the same thing you did game 1. Alright. So, Denpen, how you feeling after that interview?
I mean, I'm excited for game 2. That's how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
That game 1 was thrilling from so many different angles. I mean, it's exactly what I was expecting going into it. Well, not exactly, but I was expecting to be excited and thrilled. I expect similar bans, maybe some more map-specific bans, maybe one or two getting mixed up here. But, you know,
We
Jackal
do
getting
see
banned,
the
no
Jackal
surprise.
coming out.
I think I'm still gonna take Team Resurgence here, but I think the Phantoms are gonna make this a close one.
I think this
I
might be
think the
a
Phantoms have
wild
a better-
As much as the moral boost that the
Sure.
Resurgence has right now, I think this will be going to game 3.
Banning 0, I kind of like that.
I feel like game 3 is just going to be the game for this
Yeah.
matchup.
I do like the Phantoms odds here. I'm taking Resurgence because the momentum might give them the edge. But if the Phantoms, I think this is going to be an overtime game right here.
I feel like the only thing that could go wrong with Team Resurgence is Water getting too over-aggressive.
Yeah, the ego getting to the head. You get a little too confident, think this is my day, I'm just going to peek whatever.
The Bandit being banned, which is fair, but they also had a lot of mute in there.
Yeah.
So it's not as efficient of a ban.
They were running a lot of different ops.
Yeah, not really that easy to target ban 1.
Yeah. I think this is an overtime game. I think it goes either way here. I'm taking Resurgence just because how well they played towards the end of game 1. But of course it's gonna come down to the start here. If they start off hot, I don't think there's any catching them.
Yeah. Which we are seeing that Flores as soon as he's not banned.
Yeah, that's one thing. You ban the Jackal, but you also give Hatchet his main op. Which, is that really what you want to do with yourself? We talked about that when they banned Weapon X's Castle that one round and gave Mad Dog Echo. Is that something you truly want to do as the opposing team, is give the better fragger their main op?
The only issue I'd say with not banning Flores is him having his op. It is a less annoying util, so it is probably more understandable to be banning Jackal. But in general, him having his main is just kind of scary for them, I would say.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I think it comes down to gunplay familiarity with what he just knows. If this, do that with this operator, you know?
Attackers are moving out to
He knows
locate a
every
bomb and
counter,
defuse
what
it.
he's supposed to do, how he can play the game, how he can counter people in certain positions. Whereas with other operators, he's still got great game knowledge. Don't you know? We can't deny that. But you know, that's his most comfortable operator.
Yeah.
Swapping to Thermite here, though. Wall's electrocuted. Do they have a way? Does Water Slayer doesn't have any way of opening it up?
I think
So
they're
I'm
going
curious what the goal is.
backside here. Probably gonna open that office wall instead of
Oh
worrying
yeah, I
about
see. There's
the-
one not electrocuted. Yeah.
Which, like we see again, we see Dizzy going Cade when Chewbacca has had a high success rate with going Cade throughout the regular season. We have not seen him play Cade that much during the postseason.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the reasoning for that is. Water left his air jab kind of in a very easy to shoot spot without peeking the door. So that's not really going to provide much of a use. They will have to shoot it though, and I don't think either of their guns are suppressed, but...
Bomb located by attackers.
Seems like Thermite might be trying to get that other wall and get the Cade off of it. Almost gets the wall bang on the Hatchet, too.
I feel like Hatchet's in a really exposed spot right now, and I don't know how I feel about it. Ironically enough, if we just pull the trigger right there for no reason at all, he might get some damage. Oh, okay.
He moves past the hole. Kind of scary hold. Gets the headshot on the dirty.
Saw the shoulder just barely soon. Pre-fires
Dizzy gets the down on the Hatchet.
Water should be
I don't know if he knows. I don't think he thought he downed him.
C4.
He hears the res going out. He's gonna be swinging, not knowing the Thermite's to the right.
If he can just stay quiet here.
Diffuser, he has. They did not pick up Diffuser after Thermite went down. He hears one to his right and the one opening the door. He does not know who to peek.
This is a really bad
He's
spot.
gonna get stunned. And Thermite
going out. Water's gonna pick up the kill though. Wow.
That was kind of scary.
I don't know what happened there with Hatchet. He just whiffed.
Water coming in for the clutch, the dual peek, making it to where it was kind of impossible to lose that. But that
really
was
hard to lose that, but
very risky for Hatchet kind of whiffing there.
Yeah. So round one, going the way of Team Resurgence there. Kind of a controlled game for them. Not a dominant one, but they controlled that very well. They did win 2-0, but, you know, Hatchet nearly died, got downed.
We have seen Team Resurgence win
the
5 out of the past 6 rounds.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder what's happening to the Phantoms right now. We're talking about the 1 seed being bounced and only winning one series right now, and you know,
it was against
course,
the 6 seed too.
Yeah, they lost to the 4 seed, beat the 6 seed. Now they're playing the 2 seed, which, granted, losing to this team is not embarrassing at all. This is a great team. We're talking about Team Resurgence.
Seconds to go.
I think they might try to push top down here. Hatchet seems to be droning upstairs quite aggressively.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Definitely seems like a possibility. It does seem in the range
Chewbacca's
of Team
looking to hold it as
Resurgence
well.
to do.
It's going to be up to Dirty Chewbacca to hold upstairs for the moment in time. Both off-site here, ironically. If they just push directly onto site, they'd have no way of countering it.
Frost kind of playing on his own Frost mat. He gets droned out. He's gonna rotate downstairs. The Frost mat gets pinged.
Repulsion device planted.
Upstairs is kind of just given to them now.
As my friend would say, time to get the door.
I don't know what the point was playing upstairs if that's what's going to happen, you know.
Yeah, not really any...
Very little resistance there.
As soon as
almost
one
no
drone
utility
spots,
wasted. Yeah.
You're just gone.
Dirty's still hanging around though. Might try and come back later, but he's going to hit an air jab most likely. Gonna start destroying floors here, destroying hatches. They might start to realize that there isn't anyone in objective to really shoot at through the floor. So that's gonna be issue
They get
number
the
one.
drone onto the Legion. Legion might think he went
At what
undetected.
point do you start adding 2 and 2 together? When you realize, hey, Frost was off site. No one's on site.
They just full cleared site. They know no one's on site now. They're gonna be opening the window through upstairs to try and probably push it.
Your window plan.
Attackers dropped the diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Both players are not gonna probably hear this.
Dirty seems aware of what might be happening, but
The diffuser is not going down yet. He's gonna be swinging it. He hears the plant going down.
15
The angle was
needs to
not
plant that instantly.
there.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds. Attackers recovered the
He
bomb.
tries and gets the kill, but it's just not there. Phantom's
Yeah, good.
winning, tying it back up at 1-1.
That's a hard gunfight to lose right there. Yeah, that diffuser just needed to go down instantly there. I don't know what the stall was about. The
I think
idea
if it
was
started
there,
going
just
down
didn't-
instantly, it wouldn't have been hurt at all.
Yeah. That's just an unfortunate round. That's one that they could have had very easily, but once
Yeah.
again, we're in the same pattern we've seen before. One team, then the other, then one team, and then the other. And it's the same loop. Everyone's 1-1-1. Hatchet has an assist, though.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Poor aim, but still. An assist.
That's how balanced out this game is, though. Everyone
Yeah.
just getting kills. Just all
Really,
around the same amount.
Weak link to exploit here.
I'd say
Attackers
from
have
regular
location
season,
of
the
a bomb.
weakest link, if you had to say one, was Water. But last game proved that
He's
he's
been
not a weak
playing great.
link.
10 seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
They're gonna be spawn peeking the door, which they should get a cam on. No one's gonna peek it either.
Interesting plays. Blank Cat is gonna expose himself now, though, and it's kind of ruin any.
They're just
point.
gonna push straight into sight, it looks, because they know no one's in it. Which they hear the Legion. They don't know where he is. The Legion misses his shots. They get out safe. Tagged once. They know
That
the
was
Legion's
scary.
behind bomb. They do not know where the Frost is.
Ross going for a flank here. Dirty might have a great opportunity to get Hatchet out of this game right now, and he just missed his opportunity.
He might be able to do a jump out here. But will he feel confident enough to do it?
Hatchet's on his drone.
He's not
He
able
just
to
doesn't
jump out the
know.
window right now.
Shotgun's gonna come out here. What's he gonna choose to break?
I think
Chooses to
Hatchet
break
hurt
nothing.
him.
Yeah, he definitely does. He knows what's up. But can he do anything about it? It's the question.
I think he has to hit the window again for it to be vaultable.
Yeah, I do believe. Minute 14 left on the clock. There's no
He
reason to
gets the
rush,
kill
but
on
Hatchet doesn't
Dizzy,
care.
who's the only one
And-
left in sight.
This is bad. This is really bad now. This is a free plant. Water's just got to get it down. There it goes. Dirty Chewbacca rotating back to site. Is he going to have enough time? He's not going to be able to deny the plant. But can he get both the kills and the defuse before time runs out? Goes to peek onto Hatchet.
Gets the kill on
Can
the
he get the second
Hatchet.
one?
Sees
Oh,
the gun
no,
barrel
Water's in a really
of
bad spot
Water.
here.
He gets a premature shot and gets a couple tags. Water not
Oh
able to
my
get
goodness,
any.
this is
Gets the pre-fire.
not
Chewbacca gets the swing and gets the kill. Chewbacca is stepping up.
That's a textbook retake right there.
Disable the diffuser.
Hatchet
could
caught
argue-
peeking hallway door
Yes.
instead of
Way too aggressively.
archives. And then Water just stuck in a corner. Not really much able for him to do after that.
That was a good retake. And for the first time, we've seen them take 2 rounds in a row. Or pardon, did they not? I think they
No,
might
that
have
is-
stole one.
That's the first
No,
time they
yeah.
got 2 in a row.
First time 2 in a row there. And last time someone took 2 in a row, they won. So, there's a little context for you, but
Yeah, that is a true statement.
it's early, but
It is early, and we could see the Team Resurgence definitely take 2 rounds in a row to tie it back up. We've seen them take 3 last game. It's very possible for them. The Phantoms just can't give up any more leeway. They gotta keep taking.
Setting up.
I wonder what this round brings us. This is kind of a deciding round, not a must-win for
Yeah.
either team, but
10 seconds to go.
you know, Phantoms win this, it's a
5
different
seconds
ballgame
left before insertion.
completely. Winning 3 in a row changes a lot of things. Granted,
Moving out to
we've been
locate a
talking
bomb
about
and
this
defuse it.
before. If the attack can win at least 2 rounds, it's no biggie, right?
But with these teams, I feel like it might be a biggie if you can't win 3.
Yeah, it's just that much harder. But yet again, we don't know how defensive favored this map is with these 2 teams playing against each other.
They're gonna be rotating over. Gonna see a main door push probably. Seems like that's where they're centering their focus now. No one's in sight again. They could easily push into workshop and then just push into site and plant.
Teams are going to note this. They're going to watch that and realize that if the Phantoms move on, hey, they're playing outside of sight a lot.
Yeah. And then they're gonna drone sight faster and just be able to see that no one's in it and take it a lot faster than what these guys have
Bomb
been
located
doing.
by
Because
attacker.
But they're not really
playing in sight,
expecting
but a
it that
1-on-2
much.
is not ideal, so long as you can avoid the flank. Which
Okay.
they might not here. Oh, wow.
Which I feel like
Didn't get
as
some damage.
flanks
What
go, I feel like the Phantoms haven't really been that great at them this game. Hatchet holding the flank right now, kind of waiting for the Frost to probably overextend here. Water gonna kind of clear the backside, not fully. Chewbacca kind of just staying upstairs. Saw him vault out of sight.
Oh, Hatch breaks open from Dirty here. And that's
They
a
should be
pressure
able
point
to
you
push
don't want
into
right there.
sight here. But that pressure point from the Frost
My
just
aircraft
might
is
be
deployed.
too much.
Water's in sight.
If he gets 2 more air jabs, or 1 even,
Propulsion device planted.
Dirty's going to
That
be able
will
to
be enough.
deny Hatchet's push here if he's looking in the right spot. I think he's anticipating a flank here, and that's not what you're expecting.
the only problem that they're having right now is that the diffuser is not in sight.
Water vaulted into a frost trap, and oh my goodness. And
And then
Dirty
Chewbacca
both.
gets the peek on the Hatchet and gets the round win.
I mean, we might be talking about Dirty Chewbacca's game right here.
He's picking up the weight of his teammate right now.
Yeah, for sure. And now this is a must-win if you're Resurgence.
Yeah. You want at least one of these last 2 rounds to feel partially comfortable.
Yeah, you need at least one of the next two. Granted, I'd rather win this one than win the next one.
Yeah.
Because you win this one, the next round doesn't. There's not that pressure. Where it's like, hey, we need to get this under control. Granted, we've seen very defensive, you know, maps and matches with different teams. I think it was, what was it, Nightshade versus Resurgence was a very defensive match.
Yeah.
I think only 2 attacker round wins the entire game up until overtime.
Yeah, that one was the Phantoms versus the Nightshades, where it went straight to overtime. Only 1 round was won on attack on both sides.
So it's not unheard of for the Phantoms to slug one out this way.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
Just this time they're going to be on the opposite side of it.
Yeah.
Last time they were down the 5 rounds. This time they might be up it if they went out here.
Using shield. Setting the welcome mat.
This is, at its current state, looking like it's going to be our first game 3. And let me tell you, I'm ecstatic because we have not seen a win or go home game yet.
We've just seen a lot of just game 2s where one team dominates.
A lot of these games have been really close. A lot of these games have been close, but the same team keeps winning them.
Well, they see the frost mat. I'm sure they won't vault without, yeah. Especially knowing they have a frost, I don't think they're going to be vaulting something like that without either droning it or pre-firing it. Which only the main hatch insight wasn't reinforced. We're seeing a lion
last time, this objective, they were able to get a push into B site. They just didn't capitalize off of it immediately, and that cost them. This time, though, Dirty and Dizzy are playing on and or near site with angles looking into it. So they're not going to be able to do the same thing they did last time. I think Dirty Chewbacca and Dizzy have acknowledged that last time what they did was kind of bad. Or not ideal, you could say.
A really big fucking hole coming right up.
Dirty Chewbacca's been droned out, so that's something of note. They're going to know exactly where it is. Dizzy announces himself and runs away. Oh my,
hey,
down
Hatchet gets the
hatch.
pick. I don't know if they know where the frost is right now, but they're definitely going to start droning.
Not but 15 seconds ago, but, you know, a lot.
They're going to double check that, make sure he doesn't rotate out, which is what he's doing right now. They're going to be pushing B. Or just planting in A so they can see it through main door.
Now, we've seen Dirty Chewbacca do great things in these situations before.
Activating diffuser.
That was close. Definitely
Very
now
close.
more of a favorable angle for Hatchet. He's going to be able to anticipate the rotate push.
He's going to be peeking Hatch, and Hatchet gets the kill.
I think that was hipfire. I think that was hipfire.
I was watching Chewbacca. It was definitely close.
That was definitely more prey than spray, I think.
Yeah. Nice take by Team Resurgence.
That's a crucial round. That's a crucial round
Phantoms
right there. They won that one comfortably.
Were holding pretty well. It's just as soon as Water pressured Dizzy into sight, he overexposed himself to the other hatch that Hatchet was watching.
I don't even know if he knew that the hatch was open or not. I don't know if they calmed that correctly.
Yeah. There definitely could have been a missed call there.
So right now we're seeing Dirty Chewbacca and Howling Hatchet go at it. Right now we've got Hatchet 4 and 3, Dirty 5 and 2, Water Slayer's 1 and 3, Dizzy's 1 and 3. The difference is Dizzy has 3 assists, largely probably due to his Legion, Goo Mines, but regardless,
still putting
things
that
have
work
turned
in.
around here. Yeah, that's crucial intel. It's still 5 damage, I believe.
We
when
are
they step on
seeing
it, plus
that
whatever else.
Fenrir played that they were kind of scared of in the first game. It could be used,
Ooh.
if used properly, they
Oh.
could get some good peeks here. But it's looking like he's putting it on hatch, which could
10
just
seconds
not
to
be that
insertion.
great of a peek, because once they start getting the hatch, before they even
I-
open it,
5
it's
seconds
probably
to
going to be
insertion.
seen.
Yeah, I watched Water Slayer go from Lion to Deimos to IQ back to Lion then to Capital. I don't know if he is 100% sure what operator he wanted to go, and I think Hatchet might just be telling him to go that. So Hatchet might
We
have a
might
plan
be
here.
seeing
He
our
swapped
run
to
out
IQ.
here.
There
We
it goes.
are. He missed all of his bullets.
Inches.
Very
Right
close.
above his head. Where's Dizzy off to now?
We're gonna be seeing them push, and they do have hard breach from the Capitao, so they will still be able to get the hatches. They're gonna be looking for those Fenriers, which are kind of just in easy, non-really exposable places. As soon as they go for that hatch, it's gonna go off, and then they're just gonna know. And then no one's gonna be peeking them while they're getting stunned.
Yeah, I don't know what the point of the upstairs ones were. It's kind of be obvious when they're up there, gonna open the hatches or the floor. You're gonna know if you don't even hear their footsteps. I don't get the whole purpose behind that idea, but I'm sure he had his reasonings. Maybe he thought someone was gonna be playing upstairs. It seemed like a little bit of a waste of utility.
They're gonna be droning out the Fenrir in bathrooms.
I mean, surely you don't let them do the exact same thing again, right?
Legion kind of holding pressure onto that hatch. We might see a
Dirty
fire
Chewbacca's
dart
pushing
go out
upstairs
here.
here. Dirty Chewbacca's on the flank.
Which
Hatchet's
IQ
downstairs.
did drop. It's just Capital by himself right now.
And he's got no idea. Oh, his poor soul.
He will
Oh, he
also
drops as
drop.
well.
I don't
And here
think the
comes the
Fenrir
plant.
heard it. He is hearing the plant though.
He
He
thinks
thinks it's in the
and that's
smoke.
wrong.
Locating the bomb diffuser.
Oh, that smoke.
But the
worked
smoke
wonders.
was just
Yeah.
a firewall for the Legion. He's gonna drop and try and peek the IQ. He gets
Oh,
the
gets
headshot,
down,
but
but he gets
IQ
the
gets the
trade.
down, and Dizzy
Water
gets the
Slayer
other
gets down.
kill.
And that's a crucial round. Thought about getting the revive.
The trades that have been
Thought.
happening
What a
this game, both with
crazy
Hatchet.
Bomb diffuser disabled by defenders.
Hatchet's gotta wonder,
Bomb
like,
diffuser
man,
attempt failed. Defenders
what am I doing wrong here?
Hatchet got like 4 shots to his body to down him, and then he just got a headshot to get the kill.
Yeah, Hatchet needs to shoot more headshots is what it sounds like here. It's twice he's body shotted someone to death or downed them and
Yeah.
got, retaliated with an immediate headshot. And it's just unfortunate really, but 2-4 going into your defensive rounds, you're feeling all right.
Yeah.
You got 2 rounds to give here, but man, could have been 3. Could have been 3. I think this map is a little more defensive sided though. We've got 2 defenders here, both 3 armors, slow operators, looking to hunker down inside is what I guess, unless they're trying to do a dock
attackers need to
spawn peek
locate
here.
and defuse as many bombs
Which I don't really see Team Resurgence being that aggressive in the spawn peak, but it's very possible.
Yeah, everyone hard focusing on
Bomb
reinforcing
located by
site.
attackers.
I believe there's a hatch above. No, not in these sites. There is some soft flooring that could be an issue, but I doubt they're going to do a top-down push.
Seems like they're just gonna be going ace to get the wall into workshop.
This Brava pick.
10 seconds
It's
to go.
kind
Wow.
of useless unless you're going for default cams.
5 seconds left.
Well, I mean that, or you're going to steal... Can you even steal C4?
Attackers objective.
You can disable it,
I
probably.
think you can
can't use it.
disable it, but
Gotta
Not seeming like any replay C4 or anything that's gonna be used on that's gonna be out here.
Yeah.
Which getting the default cams is pretty good because it's gonna be the most unsuspected cam that they're gonna peek. Like no one's gonna be really looking at the default cams unless they hear it getting hacked.
Or
We
they
are
see
seeing
Bravo and just
Hatchet
start
play
shooting.
this balcony into Passport. If they don't get a drone on him, this could be a easy, quick round. They're droning Passport heavily.
Tango located.
Hatchet is in the perfect location.
Let's go.
They might be trying to get a drone on him. They don't see him on the balcony. The Dizzy may have earlier. It's looking like he did. They are going to be peeking that side, but it's not looking like they're going to be peeking balcony though. Brava dies, he drops, and the ace re-swings him for the refrag and gets the kill. It is now a one-on-one between Dizzy and Water. Dizzy gonna be getting aggressive here. He didn't get a Mira though, he kinda just left all of his aces for the walls.
It's gonna make it a very difficult push for sure.
There could
I'd
be a...
have to say it might be an advantage Water Slayer here. There's no reason to pop any of those, even if you see him.
He
uses
pulls the
C4, get ripped.
C4. No, he keeps it out.
And the plant's gonna go down. Dizzy's gonna swing it straight into his favor now. Water Slayer, clunky, 3 armor's gonna have to.
Dizzy
That's just
gets
not
the
gonna work.
headshot. Team Resurgence looking like they're kind of just scrambling for an answer here.
Yeah, this is clearly, though they picked this map actually, this is clearly not working out for them.
Both teams that have picked their map are seemingly losing on that map.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and you don't want to see this go to match point till the last game, or the last round. Sorry.
Yeah, that would be... Take this to
Water's not
overtime,
doing
that would be
as
pretty
good.
exhausting. And then for Team
Yeah.
Resurgence to lose in overtime and know they have to play another whole game, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
For Team... Technically it's terrible for either team, but the Phantoms are still mentally in it if they have to go to Game 3. Whereas Team Resurgence, if they have to go to Game 3, they might not be mentally in it like the Phantoms are.
Yeah, they could feel very defeated. It's the same thing as like having a lead and going to overtime. You know.
Yeah.
You know, you had it, and you kind of messed it up. Now you've got to go to this extra game that wasn't needed, this extra round that wasn't needed. And it feels like, man, we could have had this done by now. Whereas for these guys, they were thinking Game 3 for the last 30 minutes.
Cover me, reloading.
Yeah, these guys are ready for Game 3, whereas Team Resurgence, they want to get this over with. They want to win right here, right now.
5 seconds to go.
Which we could very well see a comeback out of them.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a
Yeah,
bomb.
you can't write them off, but
Water
This
is
is not
not
pretty right now.
performing like he did last
No.
game. He is kind of
definitely
in
not
a...
his map.
I don't even know what kind of state you would put him in, like a buoyancy, like just floating on top of the water, not really doing anything.
He's coasting.
Yeah.
Where you look at Dizzy and Chewbacca, 4 and 3, 6 and 3. Dizzy's got 3 assists. He's top of the leaderboard for his team. And right now it's the Hatchet show, just trying to steal some rounds right now. The only kill Water has is something that Hatchet just whiffed.
Breaching sequence activated.
And
Cal
talking
coming up,
about
Cal's
Game
pretty good on this
3,
map.
as much as they 7-0'd the Milk Duds on the coastline, I'm pretty sure,
Yep.
Hatchet
it was
has
the most
verbally stated that he does not like that map at all. Holding it just feels uncomfortable to him, but we did see him play good on the map, so it could just go either way for him.
Yeah, keep in mind this is the Milk Duds. You've got a, I don't want to say a free kill. You still gotta hit your shots. We saw what Jay Wild could do. When given the opportunity, he had a nasty, unfortunately,
We are
going
gonna see Callie opening the wall, not knowing that Doc is in the room to her right. We're seeing multiple peaks get held here. Not really anyone executing a peak right now, just kind of playing for time or to help their team a little more.
That's crucial information right there. There you know Doc's behind A-bomb now. Hatch is isolated. It's going to be a one-on-one. Dirty's going to peek long here. ACOG versus a sniper scope. This is not the gunfight. When he moved, though, that's kind of big, but is it going to matter?
He gets the shot, but misses under the elbow, and then Doc gets aggressive, knowing he's versing a sniper. Doc runs back across, gonna get a cross peek probably with the castle. Callie backs off. We're gonna see Dizzy getting a drone in there.
Dizzy is yet to do anything. He opened wall and he has not applied any sort of pressure.
Callie pushing back, gets a lot of tags onto Castle, but Castle gets the kill onto Dizzy.
Water Slayer finally stepping up, maybe waking up a little bit.
They know where the Callie is. He's gonna try and isolate the castle probably.
15 seconds to go.
I don't know if that's gonna be allowed to happen. Rotates through.
He gets the kill on the castle, but Doc gets a tag. He's got him in. He gets a headshot while trying to back out the playtime.
That was scary.
What a pick by Water there, though. Getting shot in his back, didn't overcommit to the peak on the ace, just gets the kill, and then plays time on the other site as much as he could.
Agreed. I mean, he played responsibly there. You know, when he plays responsibly, he's been playing well. When he gets over aggressive, he's been losing his gunfights. But when he picks and chooses his gunfights properly, he's a very, very good player. But he needs to do that more often if he wants to be a
Having the Callie shoot him in the back, I definitely thought he was going to overcommit to the ace peak because he thought he could have died, but he just didn't commit to it and played that perfectly.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have located a bomb.
Seeing a Legion and Castle, as we've kind of been seeing throughout them, liking them both.
Yeah, very standard picks for these two. Nothing really to say that's all too special about it. Looks like Howling Hatch is going to be playing upstairs. We've seen him on objective a lot today, so this is going to be interesting.
Once
over the course
again,
of the league, really.
We do see Hatchet playing the operator that the other team banned in the first game.
Yeah. See, I think the only issue with roaming is you're giving him a free 2-on-1 on site. You need to be able to rotate quickly back into site and help to retake the gunfight.
Which right now I'm pretty sure they're just going to be trying to play a top-down, just keep the holes open above, make sure there's no easy plant spot. But it looks like Legion will be playing site now, though, leaving Castle upstairs.
Water's on the roam, yeah. Which I wouldn't be surprised if we see Water kind of just instantly bail as soon as things get tough here.
Where is this? Oh, he's already in upstairs on the hallway.
Because he's putting in work right now as well.
Castle hears the proxy go off. He's gonna back off to his teammate. Opening the floor, probably gonna think the Ram's upstairs still when he already backed out.
They're both going R4C here. It looks like they are. Actually, that's honestly not too surprising for these two, but they're gonna open up a lot of stuff with Ram here, a lot of soft destruction. And I don't think they've got a whole lot.
Water will know now, though, that Ram is downstairs and not up with him.
put
He's
Hatchet
kind
in
of
really
just
bad spot,
playing away from Hatchet. Hatchet is all alone on site. He will get a peek, maybe? A plant
just going
going down.
down.
He gets off of it. He gets the kill onto Hatchet,
My goodness.
who will no
My
longer
goodness.
have an easy plant, but Water doesn't see him.
I cannot believe what I just saw there.
They're going to be rotating to the other site to plant.
They need this win. Water needs to clutch this. You cannot afford match point here. And he's
He
denied
gets a
plant so
lot
far,
of
but I think
pressure.
Dirty's just going to rotate. He's got to punch out these castle barricades, though, if he wants to plant comfortably. Dizzy's currently upstairs, and I don't think Water's fully aware of that. No, he's not aware at all. He might get killed
He
here.
got pings out. His teammate was getting pings out for him.
Down
but it's
goes
too
Water.
bad. Water
And-
gets killed by Dizzy. It is now match point.
Oh,
Will
boy.
we see a
Oh,
comeback from Team
boy.
Resurgence?
I don't know, man. I don't know. This has not been the game for Resurgence here at all. Water has been off of it. Hatchet's been 6-6. He's been kind of not to the standard we've seen
Yeah.
the rest of the season. 6-6 is not what you expect out of him. You expect positive. You expect, you know, 8-4, 8-2, somewhere around there.
We're seeing a
6
Capcan
deaths.
come out because we have seen a lot of Ash and Ram just roaming freely around, which they will be more like aware of their surroundings now that if they get this
Defenders
ping
protect
on
your
the
bombs
Capcan.
from being defused by attackers.
Definitely gonna slow down their push a little bit. I don't know by how much though.
They aren't used to trap ops yet. They haven't had to deal with it
Attackers
all
have
game. They've been
located a
pushing
bomb.
quite freely throughout the entirety of the map. So if he puts those outside of objective, I reckon he's got a pretty good chance of catching them off guard.
Yeah. Which with the
But
ramp
that's
pick,
if he
they
doesn't get spotted.
should be able to open all of the floor because I doubt anyone's going to be playing upstairs
10
here.
seconds to go.
We will probably see a decent amount of Capcans upstairs, but not
5 seconds to insertion.
really anything to worry about.
Match
Attacker's objective
point.
is to defuse the
Phantoms looking to force the first game 3 in this Siege tournament. Looking to avoid failure, being bounced out in only their 3rd game. 2nd game in the bottom bracket. Only 1 win so far. Looking to avoid their elimination. Looking to secure that 3rd game. It all comes down to this.
Drone activated.
They'll have more tries, but
They're going to clear upstairs now, realize that no one's up there. I don't know if they're going to be spotting the Capcans though.
I don't know if they did.
Which that one's looking right at him and he didn't shoot it.
No, I don't. They're not looking for traps.
Like he stated, they haven't brought any like major trap ops other than Legion, so they're not really looking for anything. Which we do get 50%
Busy.
of Ash's health getting hit there.
That's huge HP right there that they just weren't planning on because they haven't had to deal with that all day.
We are seeing a dual peek kinda onto that site from above and from main lobby. They hear the one underneath to the right, but he doesn't know if it's above him. He thinks it's upstairs with him.
Dizzy's been holding the same little area over there, not really pushing, kind of waiting for Dirty to do something, and he hits the Capcan trap now as well.
Both
And
both
my
of the
goodness,
Phantoms are at most 60 health, maybe 75.
Hey, what that does mean is Hatchet might be able to not get traded when he hits all body shots this time. Speaking of Hatchet hitting body
He gets
shots,
a kill and then gets
Oh,
the
headshot.
other one after
Wow.
a swing. Dizzy just not expecting it, and Dirty thought he was elsewhere. The
I mean,
Ram
to be
kind
fair,
of
I don't
hollowed
think
out
you're really
the
anticipating
sound.
that.
The Ram hollowed
goes
out the
both ways,
sound
yeah.
to where the Capcan didn't know they were pushing in right there, but it didn't matter because they weren't peeking him.
Hatchet, proving he's still got it. You know, he's not giving up on this game just yet. He doesn't want Game 3 for sure. He wants to be done with this. But you cannot lose another game, and you have to go to overtime if you're.
Which seems daunting.
Resurgence. Yeah.
But I
sure.
feel like the more daunting thing for them is having to go to Game 3.
Yeah.
After that first game, they probably thought they had it in the bag, and they just were ready to win.
I mean, would you rather lose now and go to Game 3, or lose in overtime and go to Game 3?
Probably lose now, if anything, but even then, you probably don't want to give them the satisfaction of just clean sweeping the game without an overtime.
This is roughly the same score we saw at the last game as well, though.
And we did see Team Resurgence take 3 rounds late, which we could see here again.
And if there's any time to do it, it's on the defensive side of the, on the defensive side of the map. There's no doubt about that. But man, it's not looking pretty right now. They're gonna need to pull themselves up here. I don't feel great about their position, but I didn't feel great about Waters' position in his 2v1, and we saw how that went. So we've seen crazier things today, in my opinion, but there's no guarantees. Not in this game.
There's a Brava and Dokebi this time. No one to open hard breaches. They're just strictly hoping that none of the walls that they want are reinforced. Which are seeming kind of true because the walls into that main lobby desk area aren't reinforced, which are kind of crucial if they get peeked.
Bravo looking to steal these Capcan traps here, and well, they're gonna get shot out instantly. Or one of them was, the other one wasn't.
I give them a call.
Phone call going out. This is an interesting composition, Bravo and Dokebi.
There is a problem though. There's multiple castles just funneling them, and they don't have anything to open those to stop the funnel.
Oh my, yes, you're right. They've got to punch those out.
Or they just gotta follow the funnel and have one peak pretty much. We are seeing a little bit of what to do here.
Drone up and ready.
They're just not knowing exactly. They're just trying to figure it out by droning. They're both kind of scared. Whereas Team Resurgence is kind of feeling confident. They know the few places they're probably going to peek, and they know how to isolate that right now. Whereas both are off their drone now, which Capcan is going to get a peek over top of bomb. He gets the kill, almost headshotted though, if Dirty got a bullet off.
That was scary. Little wall bangs going out. Back and forth.
And Water gets the wall bang
I cannot
from the Doke trying to get more wall bangs.
What a wall bang, man. That's... Man, I love watching two teams go at it. I just love it. You just never know what you're going to be able to expect. You got to be on the edge of your seat the entire time.
For morale, the Phantoms have to win this round. This is a must-win. If they go into overtime after being up that much,
yeah, it'll be bad.
It's going to set them down. They are going to have to figure something out in overtime to even have a chance of winning this if they don't win it this round. Like, mentally, that's got to be weighing on them if they lose this, which could actually be putting more pressure on them for this round.
Yeah.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
We are seeing Chewbacca go Buck instead of Ram, which he did have a lot of success with Ram. Oh, he's going to be changing the fuse, actually. Which is a okay pick on this map. It's just that there's not many places to fuse into sight on this map. Or this site, sorry.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I mean, you can't argue Phantoms are on the back foot here. No
Yeah.
Brav on the board this time. That didn't really work to their advantage at all last time.
5 seconds left.
You know, they're thinking, man, don't choke this. We need this win. And, you know, Hatchet and Water Slayer, they've got to be feeling good defensively. Like, you know.
As Team Resurgence, you
have the
might
advantage.
still be putting a lot of pressure on this round. Because if you lose this, you go to game 3. And they could just be thinking too much about it and then make some bad plays that they shouldn't be making.
I still feel fine if I'm Resurgence going to game 3 because I still feel like, you know, you started real rough this game. You just weren't all there attacking. On this map, which is a difficult map to attack.
We haven't seen a Blackbeard really played by the Phantoms. I think we've seen it once before.
It's
which
gonna be interesting.
both
Every time
times
I've seen
have been
Blackbeard get played,
Dizzy.
he's been shot behind his shield when it's fully extended. So I don't know how I feel about the Blackbeard pick. I just haven't seen it go very well so far. Nade goes out. No damage done.
They're going
Fuse
to be
charge
getting
goes out.
Fuse.
And
They
down
gets
goes
the
water. That's
kill
not
on
good
the
for them.
water. Blackbeard hits the cap can. Blackbeard not knowing where the cap can is. He hears him. He thinks he's on stairs.
Such
He
a
did not
weird
realize
chess
that
match.
was
I
in
love watching
sight.
Proxmine. He's got the shield. He's gonna feel comfortable pushing through here. And there we go. Target acquisition. We know exactly where
It
he
is
is
now
now.
a scary spot to be Hatchet. He
Hatchet
swings
can't get the
out.
kill. We're going
Chewbacca
to game
gets the
3.
kill. We are officially going to our first game 3.
I mean, are
What
you
a
surprised it's the
game.
1 and the 2 seed?
Chewbacca popping off that game just to carry his teammate to that win, where Hatchet tried but just couldn't. We might see that carry over into game 3. Let's get that MVP in here. How you feeling? How you feeling? That's fair, that's fair. And after that game 1 loss, how were you feeling, like, mentally? You still were confident? Are you still confident in that 3rd game?
Alright. So, Dirty, I got a few questions for you here. First off, congratulations on the win. Forcing the first game 3 in the tournament, unprecedented territory. Are you guys thinking about switching anything up, throwing a curveball to him to steal the first few rounds, or just keep on going where it's at?
Yeah.
Alright. Second thing, of course you get defense first. Would you rather have defense first going into this 3rd game, or would you rather have it last, do you think?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Just one more question. Of course, you got 10 kills that time, which I think is the most we've seen so far this series. Are you gonna, build off of that for game 3? Do you think, or do you think you might take a little bit of a chiller approach?
Are you feeling confident in your teammate right now after his last performance?
Yes.
And are you feeling confident that Water will keep playing like he did last game, or do you think he will have another breakout game like he had the first game?
I'm hoping that he'll have a game like last game. But if he starts doing well this game, nothing that we can do about it except for try harder.
And do you believe that if Water has a breakout game, you guys can still win?
Maybe, but it might be a close call. Probably not.
Alright. Any further questions from you, Timpa?
No, that's all.
Alright. Good luck. Hope you keep playing how you've been playing. Wish you the best. Alright. The official first game 3 of the series.
Oh man, dude, this is what we live for right here. Hey, he sounded a little shaky in the interview. He seems kind of
he seemed a little on edge.
Yeah. I would also like to point this out. I just had this thought. Hatchet said he doesn't like Coastline that much, right? In our post-game interview, right? Could he have been lying?
He could have been just to get to play this map, but I feel like he was kind of telling the truth because I don't know if he likes playing, like holding a lot of sites on this map. There is a lot of peaks for like certain areas, and it's kind of just hard to hold sometimes.
You know, that Jackal pick might be eliminating Water's ability to perform as he has been.
It definitely seems like it took a toll on his performance.
Yeah, at least offensively it stalled him just a little bit more.
And I think it's more than just the ability. I think he loves that gun more, too.
Yeah. The zero ban on this map in particular, I really like, because there's so many areas that you can get those cameras in without any chance of, like, a rebuttal. Like, that you can get, like, 6 cams down within the first minute of the match.
You know what would be very unfortunate this game?
What? Oh, Castle, okay.
What if one team this game just 7-0s?
Like, man, that'd be unfortunate.
Such a close game just for one team to 7-0. I feel like that would be kind of funny, but then just devastating for the team that loses that.
Yeah, I'd have to agree that so you have 2 close games that nearly go to overtime, go to game 3 for the first time, and then have one team just get floored. I don't know. I might be taking the Phantoms this time.
I think this game I'm actually taking Resurgence. I think Hatchet and Water have a better chance of bouncing back than a lot of the other teams when they're down, and I feel like this will be that game.
There will be no surprise if Resurgence wins this one.
Yeah.
There will be no surprise if the Phantoms win this one. Phantoms, they seem a little more on edge. They seem a lot more worried. I think Hatchet, he's been very composed. I kind of wished we could have interviewed him just to see how he was feeling before this pivotal game 3 here to go to the semifinals. But, you know, Phantoms, they seem on edge. Hatchet's usually calm and collected. You know, he's smooth with it. I do really like who the Phantoms banned. They changed up their bans. Castle and Jackal. Those bans are massively impactful because they've been able to freely choose Castle and deny them entry into a lot of areas that now they're not forced to go soft breach anymore.
And to say that too, that gets rid of Water's 2 most used guns. Like his favorite guns, probably, in general. He could go Pulse, you could argue, but the Pulse doesn't have ACOG. It's not the same as going in Castle. Which, who knows, they could push Water to find someone that he's even better with.
Heading up. Loading new magazine.
Now, we've seen this Frost pick out of Dirty Chewbacca a lot this series. I wonder if there's a reason he's doing that. Man, I probably should ask that question when he was here, but yeah. I wonder if there's a reason he's doing that, or if it's just a comfort pick. You know, is there something he's seen with this team that specifically lends to that? Dizzy's in a good spot here.
He's gonna peek the wrong angle, gets attacked by Hatchet.
I don't know how he's alive.
His teammate's gonna re-swing for him. They're gonna get a call. Dizzy, who's gonna be rotating behind them, or just holding the VIP. Frost gets a tag, is gonna keep spraying. Dizzy gonna be back
Dizzy.
to re-peek it. Gets the
Down
headshot
goes
on the Hatchet. And
Down
then swings
goes
and
Water.
kills
My
Water.
goodness. That's a good opening start if you're Phantoms here.
It seems like Team Resurgence is kind of crumbling here.
There's no reason to panic yet. There's still, the ability to respond, but that was not pretty.
Yeah. Which, let's look ahead. Team Resurgence, they have beat the Nightshades the only time they versed them. And let's look at the Phantom, sorry, I couldn't think of the name. Whereas they beat them twice during the regular season, but the second they got the postseason, they lost.
Yes.
And it was a 2-0, it wasn't a game 3 either. So, looking at that, the more compatible team probably to beat them would probably be Team Resurgence, but it's looking like the Phantoms, a game that they've gone 50-50 with, is in favor right now. No matter what happens here, each game's going to be close.
I think the Phantoms are going to be a little more kitted to stop the Nightshades this time around than last time. They got kind of surprised by it.
Yeah. I feel like they have been watching more film on the teams they're playing, so they will be more prepared than what they were at the beginning.
They were the 1 seed. They were cruising. They hadn't lost all season. They were riding off of a great regular season. They just weren't prepared for the playoffs. Right now, though, they seem in their peak form. This might be the first time we've actually seen home field advantage really come into effect.
Yeah.
Into its fullest with this third game. Really when it matters most. That you get your defense first. Of course it suits this team a lot better because they're a defensive sided team. I think both these teams really are.
Seems like they're going to be getting a mixed push, maybe? Nope. Ash is going to be rotating upstairs with his teammate. Whereas both of the Phantoms are playing site right now. They kind of have a clear upstairs completely.
Setting charge.
Hatch getting open now by Hatchet.
The floor is also going to start getting opened.
Opening up as much as possible without using that last charge. Clearing bathroom is what it looks like right now. Destroying a frost mat, very important. And Dizzy and Dirty don't seem to be interested in trying to peek that whatsoever. They're not really peeking the floor spots.
Which, Thermite, once he drops, we'll be able to get that wall. Which will be a huge factor here, because that opens
that's
that
a
whole
huge
site on
pressure
the
point.
Legion.
That opens up, you smoke and you can quick plant or whatever and whatnot. Dizzy's rotating into bathroom now.
He's going to be holding a pretty good peek.
Yeah, onto Water Slayer as well.
There are still 2 drones in play. They will be trying to get a wall bang, but no one's there.
Hatchet looks just about ready to drop Hatch. Just wants to acquire a little bit more information before he does it. I think Dizzy's aware of that.
He
some
gets a
damage
tag
taken to
onto
him.
Dizzy.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds left on the clock. The drop comes out. Hatchet's going to need to
10
plant.
seconds left.
Water just needs to hold. He gets downed by
No,
Chewbacca
no.
and swung and killed by Dizzy. That was just a blunder on Water's part. That was the easy kill with the rotate. He should have been expecting it, should have got the jump, but somehow Chewbacca came out on top.
Yep, that's better execution, worse gunplay. You know, you need to hit those shots. If he's Jackal there, he probably hits those shots. He's used to that recoil.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with bans, you're just not going to see that all the time.
It's starting to get concerning if you're the Team Resurgence.
100%. 100%. This is a must win here, just to remind yourself that hey, you're still in this. This is your season. Your whole season up to this point, your ability to fight for the championship on the line, and right now you're 0-2. You got to pick it up. You cannot go down 0-3. You cannot just let them walk away with your season. Cannot happen.
Repelling hostiles are in for a surprise. EDA mounted, don't stand close.
We are seeing a lot of traps come from the Phantoms, which is a good strat in most case scenarios, but I feel like Team Resurgence will do a good job of clearing them out like they have been the whole series. So I feel like the Team Resurgence just needs to start clearing one site and pushing in as fast as they can, because they haven't been really holding sites that aggressively like at the beginning of the round.
Yeah, this is not the same team we saw game 1. Out of Resurgence, they've lost their mojo.
He's gonna make that hole a vault, just walk-in hole.
You know, that helps.
Attackers have
They're
located a
gonna
bomb.
be holding heavy theater side right now. He's gonna be clearing out a lot of the traps right now with just the Flores drones.
Yeah, a lot of utility going away, but that's also all of his utility that's gone. You know, I think he might want to destroy that shield that Dirty Chewbacca's on, but
He tried to get the bulletproof with just kinda because he got held up on something.
I don't know if that was exactly ideal play from Hatchet there. Water Slayer looks like he's gonna try and enter.
A minute 20 left.
Still plenty of time. I love how he shot the 2 captain traps on that window, Water Slayer did, and then completely ignored the chance that there could have been one on door.
I think he might have already droned out all the captain traps on that side.
Ooh, hello. Free kill. Hatchet. Don't get him. Nope, too late.
They're gonna be droning him out.
Deploying Claymore.
Uh-oh. Wall's gonna get open here. Dirty's gonna get kind of flushed out. He's stuck in that corner. Oh no. Ooh, Water saw Dizzy's foot. Down goes Water. That's the diffuser. Dirty's gonna get the cover, but down goes
Hatchet
Dizzy.
swings and gets the kill
Oh
onto Dizzy.
my.
Will he be able to get the kill on the Frost?
Whoa!
And he does! Hatchet taking it into his own hands, trying to get the refrag onto the Frost after he kills his teammate, and ends up with the cap can instead.
That's what we need to see out of Hatchet. Frost had no idea Hatchet was in sight at all. He still thought he was in the rotate. I mean, sneaky plays right there from Hatchet. That's what we expect out of him. Not every single round, but most rounds. He needs to take control of this game.
He definitely has been playing a
that
lot
was what
more
we needed to
laid
see.
back than what he should be playing right now.
Yeah, I think he saw what Water was doing game 1 and was like, you let him do that, let him get that confidence, but it's not happening right now. He needs
Defenders, protect your bombs from
needs
being
to
defused
start
by attackers.
taking control of this. Well, he's still got a Season 2 control.
I was at a loss for words, honestly, when he just pushed in there. I did not expect him to just take full control of the situation there, get the Capcan out, and then get the Frost, who was unsuspecting of the Flores being in sight with her.
Yeah, I was watching Dirty's POV, and let me tell you, I had no clue. Yeah, I had walls. I had no idea that he was there.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion.
I think clearing out all the util with the Flores drones did help out a lot there. Definitely created a lot more pressure elsewhere, so they didn't have util covering their back.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go Flores when they were faced with the castle.
Yeah.
The Phantoms. You know, I feel like that would have been something that, you know, that's 4 walls you can get open, plus any other util you find.
Frost willingly putting the frostbite there as the window is getting shot.
Balls of steel sometimes, man.
Both of the defenders are out of sight. Frost is back.
I really want him to get that shield. I feel like that's important. Looks like he might be going for it this time.
He does get it. Whereas Thermite's gonna be peeking the Legion, opening that wall. Probably not gonna play too aggressive. We'll drone it out.
One of the Flores drones. That's kind of big. You know, that's one extra drone that Hatchet's not gonna be able to have. Might try and save.
He knows that the Legion's behind that cubby.
The water's droning him out real good right now.
He ran into hallway. Water will clear that area for him.
A Hatchet needs to be aware of that rotate directly connected to site, you know.
Legion will most likely try or not Legion, but Frost will most likely try and open. Oh no, he's going for a full flank.
Full flank.
Sees the head, but not gonna shoot it.
Hello, there we go. I was gonna be very upset if.
Yeah, Water left alone
didn't notice.
1-on-2 again.
This is not a winnable spot. I mean, we've seen Water clutch before, but this is not good at all. I said I wasn't gonna doubt him, so I still have faith in Water. He can pull this out. You can't say it's impossible for him.
He's gonna full push in there. Gets the.
Ooh, a little bit of a whiff. That should have been a kill. Onto the Frost now, not looking in the right spot.
Frost
That's gonna be dead.
gets the kill onto Water, ending the round, going up 3-1.
If he gets that kill on the Legion, we're talking about a different ball game right now. We're probably still on that round, but
I genuinely thought it was already dead. I started calling it.
That's automatic for a majority of players in this league. And
Water just couldn't make him pay for his mistake.
Just missed it. Yeah. 3-1 now. Hatchet's gotten the 1 round win. Only has 2 kills in 4 rounds. That's not good at all. They haven't gotten the
Phantoms
diffuser
have
down
been
once.
executing pretty well on this map.
Yeah, no, they've been doing great. You know, this is supposed to be an even map, or one of the more even maps in the game, in terms of attacker-defensive balance.
Yeah, definitely seeming a lot defense side right now.
Yeah, which is kind of concerning me.
10 seconds
but
to go.
as we've said before, they've got 1. They only really need 2.
5 seconds left before insertion.
And so they just need 1 of these next 2, and they're almost in the exact same situation they were in last game out in Border.
Yeah. Very winnable still, very not like too much to panic about.
Yeah.
Legion will be roaming, which we have seen a lot of early roam and then just fall back to site right after.
Setting the welcome mat.
Getting default camp, something we didn't see last time we were out from a certain team.
Yeah. Not to name names.
Not to name any names, but non-toxic and
Bomb located
wild
by
games in
attackers.
particular.
Loading new mag.
And Hatchet bombarding the defense now with his drones.
The Flores pushes the Legion away from peeking the gridlock on that balcony.
He's focusing these observation blockers, which I mean, the one on the pool table was kind of important to get. That's kind of blocking a lot of space that you could use for, you know, your drone setups or whatever. Water's just swinging everything right now. I don't know if he, you know, droned out that area at all, but considering he's pre-firing everything, I'd assume not.
They're both heavily on B side, which is where the diffuser is right now.
I like this angle from Dirty Chewbacca. It also depends on if Hatchet knows exactly. He could, in theory, just swing straight through, and if he runs through fast enough and prays, that'd be fine, but Dizzy's kind of got his number there as well. Wish that Water had diffuser here. Water's peeking that too much. He's gonna throw a smoke at the wrong time here. It's a dangerous play. Nearly got him killed.
Still gonna get a safe smoke out though. He doesn't die to it.
Attackers drop.
Oh, what a
But Legion
spray.
gets
What
the
a spray.
kill onto the diffuser.
This one's just about sealed if you ask me. I don't think there's much Water can do here. Down goes Water. 4 to 1. 4 to 1.
This is looking like a daunting task for Team Resurgence.
This is a must-win round.
2 kills.
You cannot lose this round. You cannot lose this round. If this is the one map where only one attacking round gets one from each team, I will be shocked.
And at 2v2, anything can happen realistically though.
I mean, right now it's looking like you were the one that called it. A Game 3 blowout. First two games were extremely close, and this is what we're looking at the last one.
We can't
The
rule
comeback
Team
would be
Resurgence
amazing
out
here.
because
No, you
they
definitely
have
can't. They
the
can
comeback
win.
ability.
They have it, but it's not looking right now. They're losing a lot of these games, and they're not getting kills.
Yeah.
Hatchet still only has 2 kills. He's out of it completely. Water has no kills, no assists from either of them, and you know, of course, Dirty and Dizzy only have 1 death each. So I mean, it's the better team's winning this one right now. Resurgence needs to play this better, flat out. Just play it better.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, they definitely need to step up to another level.
Some of their concepts have been all right.
5 seconds to go.
I feel like they've also not been
losing a lot
playing
of
as
gunfights.
aggressive as they should be
Attackers
playing.
are heading
Yeah.
out to defuse a bomb.
They're not winning those gunfights.
Like, the Phantoms are more of a laid-back team, whereas same as Team Resurgence. But
Yeah.
if you're aggressive against the Phantoms, they tend to make mistakes and crack a lot more.
The end of this claw is on.
Ash is
There's
going to
no one
be
in sight.
droning sight, realizing
Hatchet
no one's in
knows.
it. Should be taking sight here. Should be getting a quick plant.
They should do a phone call first. Yep,
Okay.
phone call goes out. Hedge is going to be watching
Get
the
the
plant.
call onto the cage.
Water needs the plant. You can't dilly-dally with this plant. Alright. Oh my.
Chewbacca gets the headshot
Attackers are
though.
activating the bomb diffuser.
I don't know how much damage was done via electrocution
He
there,
gets
but he
the
can't
down!
do very well. Pre-firing more, can't get the kill. SMG-12, this could be a lottery here.
He gets
That's
the
good
kill
study right
on him laying down, and that's gonna be round 6. It is now 1-5. They have 1 round to give up on defense.
I'd argue they have 0.
Yeah, realistically, you don't want to be going to overtime here, but
Yeah, no, definitely not.
good swing by Chewbacca there to get the kill onto Hatchet. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the Cade saw Dokebi's hands and head. Maybe not the head, but through the smoke. But I'm not too sure on that.
Yeah, I was watching Dokkaebi the entire way through. Couldn't see anything. If they did pre-fire or sprayed a little sooner, that they could have potentially gotten the kill there, but I don't know if going prone directly over the diffuser with a smoke grenade was exactly the best play.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't
could have used the smoke to make it so they had to push through it. Would probably be more ideal than.
I'm pretty sure he still had one more
himself.
smoke in his pocket, so he definitely could have threw one and then threw the other one a little bit further to try and rotate the bathroom or something.
Yeah, something like that to reposition, but that was easier
or
to
even
say when
like
you weren't the one in the situation. But
like I said, you could have just threw two smokes there, ran through it, and then just completely peeked the Cade. Because the Cade having shotgun, not going to have that high of a chance of getting that kill there, especially when you have the SMG-12.
5 seconds
and
left.
Like I said, this team tends to freeze if you put too much pressure on them at once.
Objective is to defuse a bomb.
yeah, I think another thing we're discounting here is Frost was still alive and was likely giving pings.
Yeah.
As well, so he probably knew exactly where, or generally speaking, where Dokkaebi was there.
We
That's
might
another round.
just see
When
a
you get
comeback of a
diffuser down,
century.
when you get diffuser down, you need to win those rounds.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Targets detected. First floor.
Hatchet has not been winning his gunfights whatsoever. And Water didn't even technically get a kill that round because he only got the down, so he's still 0-6.
Phantom's gonna be getting a little aggressive here, looking.
Opening up that wall, that gives a lot of pressure towards Hatchet here. They've been really able to single him out very effectively. And it feels like Hatchet's just kind of playing by himself right now, and he's not able to... Oh
Chewbacca gets the headshot on to Water. Water didn't even get any damage really down onto Chewbacca.
He should be able to get diffuser down here. Claymore goes out. Should plant. Yep. Dirty's gonna hold this angle wonderfully, and this is gonna be tough to peek if you're Hatchet. Pushing through hallway.
And
Loses
Dizzy
the gunfight
just
to
gets
Ash,
the
and it's match
headshot.
point.
The Phantom's kind of just taking over this game.
I am in shock at what is happening right now.
The Phantoms turned around their game and are just completely dominating.
They're showing why they were the 1 seed. They are showing it right now. I cannot believe what I'm watching. I'm starting to grow concerned for whoever has to play them next. Because what I'm seeing right now is a team that it's going to be hard to beat. I think this is a different team than what we saw. That rebound game is having them firmly rebounded,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Definitely a lot of aggression and skill going into this from the Phantoms. Not very many mess-ups on their part.
Yep. I'm very curious what the Nightshades and Grizzly Bears are going to make of this. Are they going to sit there and be like, oh, Resurgence just kind of lost it? Or are they going to sit there and be like, uh-oh, the Phantoms are starting to look like they're on a heater?
The last time that we saw the Phantoms get up by a large amount was their last game. They just started running out and doing a lot of aggressive plays, which I'm assuming against this high level of an opponent, they're not going to be making that kind of play.
So, yeah.
But there's still a chance that they could just decide to rush and not really care.
Dirty and Dizzy looking to secure themselves in the last chance finals, the overall semifinals, looking to have a grudge match, a rematch, a revenge game, if you will, against the Nightshades.
Which will be their third time or fourth time playing them in total. This would be their fifth and sixth game if they only play 2 games.
The rivalry goes deep between those two teams. They know each other very well. But right now, we need to focus on Phantoms and Team Resurgence. Team Resurgence looking to avoid elimination in their first season. And it's not looking pretty. 1-6 match point. If they lose, they go home.
Setting up a sequential breach.
Right now, Water Slayer's got to come up clutch here. He's got to figure out something, anything to get this team going. He needs to rally the troops. Gunfight goes out. He gets
Hatchet
down.
gets downed, and he will be able to
revive
dock himself,
Is he
but
gonna be
will
able to get away?
he
Yes,
does
he
get
will.
away?
Oh my goodness.
That could be life or death for this game.
That's
if he
huge.
got finished there, that would be game over. I think they are going to be a little more laid back, not really peeking the sniper anymore.
Callie's been going really well for Dirty Chewbacca so far today.
He's trying to walk through. He gets through the rotate. He's going to be in that site. Will he try and plant by himself? Nope, he gets Callie over there, and they will start planting. Or not.
This is going to be a tough push.
They
Oh
get
my God, that was a collateral.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Hatchet has stayed alive by the skin of his teeth. Now he needs to come up clutch one more time. Gunfight goes out. Can't get any shots hit.
He does not know where the Callie is right now.
Seconds left on his season if he cannot do anything. No idea where Callie is. Peeks again, no good. Peeks again, gets damage.
He gets
Graves
the
gets
kill.
one.
Will he
Can
be able
the
to
kill
get
on the
Callie?
He needs to get the kill quick. He doesn't have enough time. Gotta watch the claymores. Shoots one claymore, peeks, no good. He's gotta go for the defuse. Watch out for the other claymore, and he needs to stick this now. Callie coming in, looking for the semifinals.
He
and
won
it's
the
over.
round.
It
That is game.
over.
The Phantoms take the game and move on.
Versus the Nightshades. Look out for it. That's gonna be an amazing rematch.
This was the only game we've seen so far where home field advantage has worked in favor.
Maybe some teams starting to realize that you just needed that third game for the home field advantage to take effect. I cannot believe what I just watched.
Hunter, you're getting
Not an
muted.
upset, but a dismantling.
What was it?
You're getting muted, Hunter. This guy's the MVP, not you. Gate Chewbacca. Yes, sir. How you feeling after moving on to versus the Nightshades? And are you feeling confident in that game? With the way that Weapon X has been playing, are you at any bit concerned? And then, congratulations. You guys made it past Team Resurgence, who's been one of the top dogs. Top 3, a lot of people would say. That's a bit aggressive. There might be some hostility there. All I'm saying. Nothing. Alright, Tenpin, any questions from you?
Yeah, so where was that the first 2 games is my question, because the first 2 games averaged at least 53 minutes in length, and then you cut it in half.
Interesting.
Did you change anything, or was that just... No, nothing changed. Just winning those gunfights a little bit better, you reckon?
That's fair. Did you know you got a clat on that last round? No, you hit him to like 5 health, but you did hit Doc through the kill. Oh.
That would have been a way to end it right there.
That would have been a way to end it. Were you, if, let's say he stuck that plant, were you going to be aggressive and push that, or do you think he probably would have got it off?
I would have pushed it to a certain point to where I could still hear him get off it. I could
Yeah.
chase up or possibly like go upstairs.
That's fair. And then, is there any strength or weaknesses you got going into this next game that you realized?
I mean, as long as we can, as long as I can push with him,
Yeah.
we should be okay.
That's fair. Tenpen, anything else?
Yeah, so obviously congratulations on the win. Looking forward to the Nightshades. They match up quite well with you guys. They've played you guys close quite a lot. They beat you guys last time out. You've played them, what, 4 times? So you guys clearly know each other very, very well. Do you think that there's going to be any changes? You don't got to tell me what. Do you think there's going to be any changes when you play them next, or are you just going to brute force it like you did this game 3?
Probably be a little bit more cautious, but they can always change up their playstyle randomly.
Yeah.
The Resurgence kept on playing the same, so we just kept on attacking the same, and it just worked.
That's fair.
All right. And then for the Grizzly Bears, you guys have not played them this season at all. So that would be a very unfamiliar matchup for you. If you were to get past the Nightshades, do you have any concerns about not knowing, like, you know, with hand-on experience, what they play like?
If we lose the first round, we'll get a concept of how they play and try to fix the issues that we're having. But if we just win the first game, we'll just keep on playing the same until it just doesn't work.
So you reckon film will be enough for now? There's no need to worry about it until you get into the game? Alrighty. That's all for me. Congratulations.
That's all for me. Congratulations on your win, and y'all keep that up. We will see you all later, stream. And we hope you all enjoy.